What a week it has been. There's been so many incredible sneaker releases. They just keep stacking up, and let me tell you guys, it is not over just yet. So if you've taken a bunch of L's and you're feeling a little bit down, well, today I'm gonna give you some good news because we've got some incredible releases in front of us, and you may just be glad that you took those L's because you got enough money in your bank account. So of course, you know what we're doing here today. We're going over sneaker release dates, sneaker leaks and rumors, and everything to get you guys prepared for those upcoming drops. Now, if you like the sound of that, apparently if you hit the subscribe button, you always stay up to date with sneaker release dates, increasing your chances of taking W. So give that a shot, and without further ado, of course, we gotta go through a little recap on what just released, because again, there's so much. So first one we're gonna talk about is the Sakai Vapor Waffle. These finally dropped, of course, the sail and then the all over black colorway. Listen guys, I ain't gonna lie, I managed to get a freaking pair of the Sakai Vapor Waffle in the sail colorway for retail, which is insane. So as you know, if you've been following me over on Instagram, you know that I've been on a little bit of a hot winning streak recently in terms of retail hits. Well, that quickly came to an end, of course, when the Yeezy 350 Oreo released. And this is a sneaker that I really wanted to hit for retail. This is just one of those ones where like, I never managed to get it, and this colorway is just so clean, so wearable. I really wanted it, but of course I took an L, so I don't know. Let me know. Hopefully you guys had some better luck. Foam runners, did you guys hit on the foam runners? They dropped this week as well, so take a look. This is the Stone Sage. I didn't manage to get these for retail. I had to pay resale, so there is a review up on the channel if you want to check it out. This was my favorite colorway from the two that dropped, this and the Mist. What else we have? Oh yeah, the Jordan 1 Rebellion Air. I freaking took an L on these things as well. Like I said, I feel like my streak is over now, and I'm gonna go back to taking multiple L's. But yeah, this is a Jordan 1 which I have to get my hands on. It is such a clean colorway. It may be a little bit too much for some people. They may just prefer the more subtle colorways of the Jordan 1. Now, there may be some other releases that I maybe just didn't add to that, but those are the main ones. So without further ado, let's get into the actual news, guys. Let's get into these upcoming sneakers because you gotta know what is happening, and it starts right on Monday. The Yeezy Desert Boot in the rock colorway, I believe. Yeah, so this one is dropping, I think, as a Q drop, because as of right now, all you can do is set a reminder, which you'll see in the bottom there. So I just assume Monday, 7 a.m. here in the UK, you're just gonna get in that queue and hopefully secure a pair if that's what you wanted. Also, a very close upcoming release, which is not Monday, but it is the 17th of March, and that is another chance at getting, or I guess the UK's first chance at getting the Yeezy 350 Dazzling Blue. So raffle is up. Go and enter if you want to try and grab a pair. We've got a bunch of new information, exact release dates on a bunch of Yeezy sneakers that are going to be dropping this month. So I'm going to kind of quick fire around because we spoke about these releases in the past, but now we have updated release dates. So let's start with the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be trying to get their hands on this one. This is another massive restock for Yeezy brand. I mean, frick, we just had the Oreos, and now we're getting Wave Runners. This month is the most packed I've seen in such a long time. So the updated release date is not August like this article is saying, but it's actually March the 22nd. So right around the corner. I assume at some point towards the end of this week, this upcoming week, there are going to be raffles that start popping up. Now, it could just be a region specific. We don't know exactly as of right now, but again, Oreo was worldwide. They just only did raffles on the confirmed app, so that also could happen for this. So definitely stay tuned to the channel for more updates. As soon as we figure out what's going on with this drop, I will keep you guys in the loop. Now, some bad news actually on this front. The MX Frost Blue Yeezy 350. This was supposed to drop, I believe, in December, and it just got pushed back and pushed back. A lot of people were thinking these were going to drop this month. However, now they have been postponed indefinitely. That means they've been pulled. There's no release date or no planned release date, which means they potentially could be cancelled. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, let's just cross our fingers. Anybody who really wanted this colorway, it's a clean 350, so I hope they do end up releasing this one, but as of right now, postponed indefinitely, so don't hold your breath for this one. So let's keep it moving because we got another release date and information on the Yeezy 350 Bone, Cotton White, or Pure. I really don't know how this one got so confused in terms of naming, but it is officially going to be called the Bone colorway. So these are going to be dropping on March the 21st. So March 21st for this one, and the last one is the Yeezy 350 V2 Zebra, again getting another restock, and this one is not happening this month, thankfully, because I feel like like we need a little bit of a breather. So the Yeezy 350 Zebra is going to be releasing not in December, like these articles are not updating the release date. April the 9th is going to be the drop date for the Zebras. Now this is the 7th time that these things have restocked, which I think is insane. But again, demand is still through the roof. This is still like the favorite Yeezy 350 for a lot of people out there. So the demand is still going to be high. You still want to be awake. So early next month, you guys, I don't know, if you wanted to save up your money, maybe skip out on those triple white 350s to go for the Zebras. I don't know. I'm going to try and grab these. It's a very clean colorway. So last week we talked about the Safflower restock, and this is the new mono Safflower colorway, and apparently it glows orange. So that glowing cage that comes with the 700 V3, well, this is going to glow orange. I mean, how often do you see these things glow, and is that enough to make you go for this sneaker? I feel like if you have the Safflowers, don't worry about this one. Just you feel free to pass because it's not that different. But maybe if you don't have the Safflowers, this could be a solid colorway. I mean, the Safflower in general is nice. It looks clean. This is scheduled to drop on March the 18th. So if this is something you were really after, then just be on the lookout for different raffles. Okay, so we've got a brand new look at the upcoming NMD Riot boot is what they're calling this one. So take a look at this one here. And again, it mimics the NMD S1 very, very closely in terms of the midsole. Now, the traction pattern has changed, and the entire upper just looks insane, like way crazier than the pictures. Now, this is also a new colorway along with actual in-hand pictures, which we haven't really seen. I'm not gonna lie, it looks insane. This colorway is not my favorite. We've previously seen an all-over white colorway, which I thought, as a boot, do you really want a white colorway? And then I believe we saw an all-over black one, which I think would be my favorite. But in general, this is not bad. It looks pretty solid in terms of durability. Sometime in 2022, I think it looks pretty mean. I'm not gonna lie. Another sneaker that we have spoke about, but we do have an updated release date, is the Jordan 3 SE Muslin. This is going to be dropping on March the 25th. This is going to be a popular colorway. A lot of people are going to get flashbacks of the Jordan 3 Amamenier, maybe. I don't know. It's all over canvas, which is a little bit of a con, obviously, like, you know, durability wise, getting marks on it, but in general the colorway and of course the sneaker itself looks pretty incredible in my opinion. We got another little bit of information on a pair of sneakers that's going to be dropping later on this year. Now it is quite far down the line, so we're not going to spend too much time, but it is a return of the original Jordan 2 black, red, white, whatever they're calling this one, and it's coming in October this year. So again, I mean, we're already in March, and all of these, I guess, Jordan 2s that we were supposed to see, like the J Balvin one, the what was it, the Union one that we're supposed to see, the Amamenier one, those have not released yet. I believe the Amamenier one is going to be dropping next month. That's kind of going to be the beginning of the Jordan 2 hype, I assume, at least for 2022. So this is something that they're also lining up. Again, we kind of thought from last year what Off-White did with the Jordan 2, that they are going to pump out more and more colorways, and to have this original one come back, anybody who was a fan of the Jordan 2s in the past and owns this original colorway, you're probably going to be happy with a restock. Air Max Day 2022, we actually have some solid releases. I mean, normally when it comes to Nike and their days, like Nike Day or Nike Sneakers Day or Air Max Day, it's a little bit underwhelming, you know? It's not really the caliber that happened on Yeezy Day. But this year, Air Max Day is looking pretty saucy. We've got 3 Air Maxes that are going to be dropping, and it's all region exclusive as well. So this is the Blueprint colorway, probably my favorite out of the trio. It's a really nice baby blue colorway, and I believe this is going to be the North America one. And then this one right here, the kind of pearlescent silver white colorway, is going to be dropping as a Europe exclusive. Finally, this one right here, this one's just called Premium, apparently. This is going to be an Asia Pacific exclusive, so all of them region locked, so depending on which one's your favorite. I don't really know. I mean, I don't really like the European exclusive one. Either way, we got 3 Air Maxes coming. That is going to be on March the 26th, so let's keep it moving. New Balance Protection Pack, probably one of the most sought after after pairs of New Balance sneakers right now. And obviously that original pack is going for something crazy on the aftermarket. Well, guess what? New Balance saw this and they were like, listen people, we got you. We're gonna drop some more colorways for you. And here we go. This is the first one. That is the kind of navy one. We've got a bunch of other colorways as well, and they're all going to be dropping apparently on April the 1st. Steel blue is this one here, another really solid one for the lineup. It's all over gray and then some I guess steel blue. The other colors are not my favorite, so we've got this pink one, which is not personally something I would wear, but we've also got this one right here, which reminds me of that Soleil Benberry pair. You'll know, if you know what I'm talking about, you'll know. The white colorway, which is looking very, very interesting, almost like a Balenciaga Maison Margiela kind of theme going on here, where it's all over dirty and distressed, I guess fitting in with that protection pack ethos. I don't know how they're going to do it. New Balance releases are always a little bit weird. There's no kind of one day like you normally get with Adidas or Nike. It's normally like there'll be a North American release on New Balance's website, and then there'll be raffles at a later date, and then the European New Balance will drop. So just keep your eyes out. I'm sure a bunch of raffles will eventually pop up around the beginning of April. I'll keep you up to date, so stay tuned to the channel. Alright, another sneaker that we have spoke about plenty of times over here on the channel, probably, at least as of right now, one of the most hyped Jordan 1s that are going to be dropping this year, the Jordan 1 Yellow Toe. This is going to be lined up for August the 13th, and I just wanted to give you a little update look because previously we've only kind of been seeing the renders, and now this is an in-hand look, and yes, it's exactly what you want on a pair of Jordan 1s. This is very clean, guys, and it's definitely going to be one of the more hyped up pairs. Even the materials are looking really, really good. Like the white leather looks really good. Even the black and the yellow looks really good. I think this is going to be a very well done pair of Jordan 1s. Now, depending on where the Jordan 1 hype is at that point, I can see these obviously being extremely hard to get and probably resell for a decent amount and only kind of go up over time as well. Supreme back on their craziness. Take a look at this sneaker right here. So yeah, it's got some crazy blue paisley print all over it, and the model itself, the Zoom Flight 95 SP, is a crazy model as well. So this is apparently going to be dropping this year, and I think there's more than just this colorway. So that's the blue one, but there is a bunch of other colorways that we don't have as of right now. I expect maybe, I don't know, a red, probably a brown or something like that, but there are some other colorways, at least 2 other colorways as part of this release. Not really my thing. Supreme is very, very tough for me. There's not much that I'm a huge fan of. I'm not really the Supreme guy, so this is probably a pass for me. But hey, if you like it at some point this year, it looks kind of finalized, so I imagine in the next couple months these are probably going to drop. 420, guys. Nike and 420, they love to you know, appeal to the 420 crowd, and their one that is going to be lined up for this year is this Air Max 1 called the Skunk. So this is actually a really nice colorway for the Air Max 1, and I guess for a 420 pair of sneakers, which doesn't look like it's going to be dropping on 420. It's just March 2022. I'm not too sure, guys. These are official images, and March is what this, you know, this article mentions. But isn't this a 420 sneaker? Aren't they going to drop this in April at least? I'm not too sure. As of right now, there's no kind of what day in March, but March is all the information we have. Batman Air Trainer. Have you guys gone and watched Batman yet? It's a solid movie. I do recommend, even though you have to set out like 3 hours of your day to go and watch it. But this is not related to Batman, but it kind of made me think about it because of the black and the yellow and just the craziness. The silhouette is crazy. So the Air Trainer SP Utility, Air Trainer 1 I should say, dark smoke gray, is dropping on March the 17th. Now, they did just drop a kind of tannish colorway of this version of the Air Trainer 1, and I really liked it, but looking at this one, I prefer this a lot more. It's a look, you got the buckle on the toe box. It looks like a utility sneaker in general, and I'm really liking this colorway. I might just cop it and try it out and see if I like it or not. Remember, we were talking about those Yeezy 350s. Well, let me just show you this one right here, although you may not recognize it because this one looks significantly more tan than the images we saw last time. The ones we saw last time almost made it look white, and then with the black stripe, but this is a lot more tan. I actually prefer, honestly, I really do prefer this one. So obviously we just got the Oreo colorway. Well, this is kind of like a flipped version, and these images are way better, way more accurate than the last ones we saw, and this is what it's going to look like, guys. I'm not mad whatsoever. I've always liked the SPLY 350 stripe on the side of the, you know, the Yeezys, and I think them bringing it back this year with the restocks and of course the new dazzling blue and potentially this one. So apparently this is going to be dropping September this year, which is again what we were talking about last time, so the release date is still in that ballpark. But yeah, just wanted to update you on the very different color that this is. So we've got some on-foot images of the Union, Cortez, and I don't like it. I've changed my mind. All three of these, honestly, now after seeing them on foot, I'm just not the biggest fan. It's not going to be a huge one. It's not bad. I like that they're doing something different, don't get me wrong, but I'm far more interested in finding out what Sakai is going to be doing with the Cortez later on this year than going for these three colorways. They're just not really my thing. But if they are your thing, and if you like the way that these look on foot, unfortunately we don't have a release date on any of these colorways. 2022 at some point. Okay, the Concept Air Max 1. This is one that I believe already dropped out in the US or something like that, but we've seen a couple raffles pop up here in the UK, Foot Patrol and End Clothing, I believe. So March the 18th for this colorway of the Air Max 1 Concept. So that's up on Foot Patrol now if you want to go and enter. Again, nothing's been loaded up on Nike sneakers. If these do have a Nike sneakers drop, I will imagine they'll load up during the week and then drop on the 18th of March. Final story for today, nothing crazy. We're just going to talk about this pair of sneakers, the Clot and Nike Dunk High, the Flux colorway, the shiny liquid metal moving colorway, which looks insane. And this is going to be dropping on March the 18th. So again, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to really see if this is something I can pull off. More than likely, I won't be able to, but it is a very out there Nike Dunk High. So if this is something you're interested in, March the 18th, I haven't seen any raffles for this come up recently. So if you're after it, I'd imagine, I don't know, sometime this week they'll pop up with raffles, or maybe it's gonna have a Clot release on the 18th and then maybe a Nike sneakers release the week after. We'll keep you guys up to date as always. Be sure to subscribe because, you know, you wanna stay in the loop. You wanna make sure that your chances of copying sneakers is at the highest it can be. So join me over here doing the sneaker news. But like I said, guys, that is the final story. That wraps it up for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for coming through, hanging out with me for another episode of Upcoming Sneakers. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then.